Hi, it's Lianne Grove coming to you with the Ambitious Woman Summit. Welcome to all you amazing, ambitious women out there, and welcome into our community of ambitious women. So today I have another amazing and ambitious woman to find out her secret strategies and techniques to be able to have it all and thrive and prosper. So that being said, I would like to introduce Marley Q Casanova.
Hello. Hi, friends.
She's more endearingly known as Marley Q.
Yes, it's a little easier, a little shorter, easier to remember. Marley Q, like Susie Q, Curly Q.
So Marley Q is a full-time philanthropist, speaker, teacher, and event creator on a mission to inspire people to park. And park being perform and random acts of kindness worldwide.
Or perform acts of random kindness, but close.
Okay.
Now it'd be prac, but that's cool too. Park.
She's founder of the Park Project, a nonprofit organization and volunteer-driven movement with powerful vision to create a world where everyone performs acts of random kindness. Her radiant energy and contagiousness, she has developed a brilliant career inspiring people to be the spark, leveraging the power of events to unite people to make a difference. So Marley Q joins us today for an inspiring talk that will shine the light on the impact of kindness in all areas of your life and in the importance of learning to be the spark, which is someone who performs and receives kindness.
Yes.
Yes, I love that. That's beautiful. So thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for inviting me to be the spark and shine a little light on the importance of kindness. It's definitely key to being an ambitious woman and not burning out in the process.
Yeah, great. Which is what we all want to know how to do. So maybe you can share with us your story that has got you to today, where you are today, and to creating the spark.
Well, I guess I can start with, that seed of kindness was planted really young in my life. So I was very, very fortunate to find my passion for kindness and service and philanthropy at a really young age. I mean, I'm talking fourth grade, from the kindness of a teacher really just acknowledging me and my superpower being kindness. And I've never forgotten how she took me outside of the classroom one day and said, in order to make a difference in the world, you don't need money, you don't need power, influence, you don't need anything outside of yourself. And who you are is kindness. I am kindness. It was the first time I was ever like, I am kindness. We are mankind. And it is those acts of random kindness that have the power to make a difference in the world. So I just started living that cause as my little superpower, like, I can make a difference with a smile. I can make a difference lending my pencil to someone, sitting next to someone that's, sitting alone in the lunchroom, or holding the door open for the person behind me, saying please and thank you and actually meaning it. Those small little things my teacher pointed out as these are awesome things that you do every day that make a difference. I was like, wow. So now I speak, I teach, I coach, I create events, all to just really deliver that message. The fundamentals of mankind is kindness. And in a world that we live in where there's so much darkness and so much emphasis on, the negative, being the spark and shining that light is a lot easier than we think. So the journey to being the spark has been a little bit of a long one. And I think it was through burning out, quite frankly, multiple times, only thinking about others and not really thinking of being kind to yourself, right? So before I get ahead of myself, Park Project, like you were sharing, is our movement. It's a nonprofit organization that we started about 7 years ago. And our mission is very simple. It is a movement of people like you and I and everyone listening and watching us in this summit, people that park, that perform acts of random kindness. And that's all I spoke about. That's all that I lived, breathed, worked on every single day for 7 years. And I was just really burnt out one day, and I'm like, God, I don't think I want to do this. I think I just want to, go take the easy route. I'm just going to, I don't want to be an entrepreneur anymore. I don't want to plan anymore. I just want to go get a job and just be like a normal person. Why do I have to make my life difficult with all these ideas and things that I want to create? And, I'm a yoga teacher, and in practicing yoga, I just got this new message. It was be the spark. In order to really be a spark of light and love and kindness in this world, and have that be sustainable and not burn out, you really needed to learn. I needed to learn. We need to learn how to be someone who performs and receives kindness, not simply performing acts of random kindness for others. Because although that's beautiful, and that's my motivation and your motivation for doing this, I'm sure, is in service of other people, if we don't also set ourselves up to what are we going to receive, you will burn out. And that won't help you or others or the universe in the long run. So that's been kind of, in a nutshell, really my journey to being the spark, and now being able to, speak and teach really from a place of authenticity, because I've been there. I've been burnt out more times than I am proud to admit, but here I am admitting it to everyone on your summit. And that's really what I've learned, and it's an incredibly valuable lesson. So as simple as it is, it's really powerful.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that message, that it's not just about giving it. If you're not receiving for yourself, then you haven't got any energy left, and you do want to give up. And the things where you do make a difference, it's like you kind of, I know for myself, just get exhausted, and you don't want to do it anymore, even though really you want to do it, but you just haven't got any feedback in your energy system. And I think as women, we are particularly bad at doing that because we're natural carers.
Absolutely. And that's a beautiful thing. And we don't want to stop being that. And again, my motivation as a philanthropist continues to be other people. And that's what I'm always going to think of first, right? Is how can I be of service to others? How can I make a difference today? How can I do little things, leave little random notes in places, for my husband to wake up and see and be surprised by. Little things like that are never going to go away. But when you do find yourself, and ambitious women especially, if you find yourself with that low energy, with, stressed out, if you're snappy, if you're upset, if you're just at that point of overwhelm and stress, ask yourself, are you receiving your own kindness every day? What was the last thing that you did for yourself? Before we expect kindness from other people, or receiving anything from our spouse, from our boss, from our clients, from our children, from the person cutting us off in traffic, from anybody, when was the last time that you received your own kindness? And really what I'm able to teach today are really simple things that you can practice every single day to fill yourself up. Because it's actually quite selfish, believe it or not, to give. It is completely cutting off the natural flow of energy of giving and receiving that the universe has created for us. That is natural. In nature, there is giving and receiving. When you go to the beach and you see the tide, it comes in and it comes out. It gives and it receives. And when we breathe, when we are alive, the first thing we did was we were given breath. We took an inhale and received it. And when we pass away and are no longer on this earth, we're going to exhale and give that breath back. So by just thinking that we're here just in service of others and giving and giving and giving, you will burn out, because that's not replenishing your energy, right? And we think that I used to wear like a badge of honor. Like what I do is, just acts of kindness for other people. I'm here to be of service to other people. And that continues to be true. As a matter of fact, I do a lot more and I give a lot more today than I've ever given, because I take the time to receive first, right? So little things, when you wake up in the morning, is the first thing that most people do is grab their phone and start checking their emails or their social media. I cut that out long ago. I do not do that anymore. I don't check my phone till about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, because the first thing I do is fill myself up. I wake up, I smile, I take a nice inhale. I mean, my shirt right now says breathe on it. No kidding, breathe. I grew up with asthma, so I have a great, like a beautiful appreciation for my breath, as we all should, whether you grew up with asthma or not. I wake up in the morning and I breathe, and I just smile for a moment, and I try and inhale all the way down to my toes, and I'm just grateful. And I'll go do my yoga, or I'll go do my gym, or I'll just take a moment. If it's a really busy day, I'm going to have 15 minutes just for myself to breathe and think about, what am I excited about today? What can I give today? How can I support myself today? If I only do one thing for myself, what is that? And commit to it. Even if it's just one thing, you get to decide that, right? And in today's day and age, especially with all these ambitious women and all the people that I coach, I hear so much, and we hear it all the time. I don't have time. I just don't have time to, do the yoga and go get my nails done and do all these things for myself. Don't you know I have a husband and I have kids and I have this and I have that? Okay, we all have that. And I'm not trying to belittle anyone's struggle and hustle in life. We're all people. I have them too. But I like acronyms. I mean, I don't know how long we've been on our interview yet, but we've shared a few acronyms already. And if you know me at all, I've got an acronym for anything. And with time, I've created a new acronym for time, because we have to be kind with time. Time is simply an acronym for this is my experience. This is my experience. It's not your time. It's not someone else's time. It's my time. This is my experience. And I get to choose what I do with my time. Even if you have a 9-to-5 and you have to report to other people, even if you have kids or you have a husband or a wife or partner, whatever it is, and you have to be in service of others, be kind with your time. This is my experience, and you get to choose, even if it's one thing that you get to give and receive for yourself every day. You do have time. There's more than enough time. And it's interesting that as soon as you are clear on those priorities, there's time for them. You make time for what's important to you. We all do. We just don't prioritize ourselves. We don't prioritize giving and receiving to ourselves. And I think that that's the main reason why I speak and teach on that subject today. I hear that excuse so much. I don't have time. I do. Prioritize it.
Yeah. And look, I really, really appreciate that. Having come from a corporate world where, the 9-to-5 or lot longer hours on occasions, is that, by the time I've come home in those circumstances, I'm exhausted. Like, I think I don't have time for me. And then I go back and do the same thing the next day, and I'm giving so much that I'm exhausted, I'm burnt out, and I stopped giving as much as I could because, I feel run down, overwhelmed, burnt out. So, and exactly, the excuse is always, I don't have time, like I'm so busy.
Right. Or, we don't feel appreciated by our boss or by our spouse. Well, when was the last time you appreciated yourself?
Yeah.
I take the time to be aware and appreciate myself now, right? I journal and I'm like, what's one thing that I'm grateful for today? You know what? I'm really grateful that today you woke up an extra 30 minutes and you went to the gym. Because, yoga is awesome. I love yoga, but you can get some weight training and get some muscles there too. So you know what? I'm going to wake up an extra 30 minutes so that I have time for that. I'm grateful for myself for doing that. And I actually now acknowledge and allow myself to reward and celebrate all the things that I do accomplish, instead of beat myself up for all the things that I didn't accomplish. Right? All of us ambitious women are so great at creating to-do lists, and we pride ourselves on, having our calendar all filled up with things. And oh my God, today I did this and I did this. But really what we think about is, oh my God, today I didn't reply to that email. Oh, I didn't get to finish that. Do you know how many emails I have in my inbox? I haven't been able to clear that out. Listen, my beautiful friends watching this. You are never, just let go of the idea, the belief that you're ever going to have time to do everything. You're not. We all have 24 hours in a day. You're never going to have time to do everything or to clear that inbox or to check off all the things on your to-do list ever. So let that go. But what you do have time for always, you always have time to do the things that are most important to you. And the beautiful thing about that is that you get to choose what that is, consciously or subconsciously. You make time for what's most important to you. You do, always. And sometimes you need a wake-up call in life to kind of say, hey, you know, if I say that my priorities are my family, well, okay, so how much time do you spend with your family? Do you schedule date nights? Do you schedule quality time and special moments, even while you're driving in the car with your kids? Or are you on your phone trying to make things happen? Or are you maybe playing some music and singing along with your kids, right? You get to choose. And so many of us just kind of go through life not present, not aware, not paying attention to what's really going on and what's really important to you. So I teach people, I call it the smartest way to achieve your goals. Mm-hmm. Smartest is an acronym for the process that I take people through, but that's really what I try and hone in on is this big excuse, this lie that we consumed our culture that we don't have enough time. We all we have is time. That's the only thing. I'm never going to get, this time back. I am giving this time. And what I want to receive is awesome feedback from the people that are watching this saying, hey, your chat really inspired me or gave me some new ideas or really helped put things into perspective, right? Receiving feedback is going to make this worth it for me. I know what I'm going to receive from this time that I'm investing with you and everyone that's watching, right? So it's, some people think that it's selfish to think about what am I going to receive? And I counter that with, I think it's selfish to not think about what are you going to receive, because all you end up doing is burning yourself out, overwhelming. And who are we the worst with? Ourselves,
yeah,
and the people that we love the most. And I think that's selfish, because if we flip that record and focus on performing and receiving in every interaction, and it's not about what am I going to get out of this. That's different than just being clear as to what am I receiving? Am I receiving fulfillment from this time together? Am I receiving an experience? Am I receiving a boost in confidence in my ability to speak on these little weird cameras, right? And not judge myself, right? I would have never been able to do an interview like this, not even a year and a half ago. I practiced that through Facebook Live. I was petrified to press that. And I thought that it was because I was afraid of, the judgments of other people. What are they going to think about me? They're going to like me? Or no, it was myself, judging myself. Oh my God, my hair looks frizzy. Like, like just judging ourselves, right? And women especially, we're incredibly unkind to ourselves. So, when I teach people how to be the spark, it starts with the little things. When you wake up in the morning, smile, take a deep breath, and express gratitude, right? Gratitude is king, and kindness, it's queen. So those are the two big keys in my life. I practice absolutely every single day, and it makes a huge difference.
I like that. Kindness is queen.
Yes, gratitude is king, and kindness, it's queen.
I like it. So tell me, since you've been like spreading the world with your random acts of kindness, do you have some examples of random acts of kindness?
Absolutely. So with being the spark, the first thing that even my fourth grade teacher had acknowledged in me as the most beautiful act of kindness is sharing your smile, right? We all have one. Whether you like it or not is a different story, but we all have a smile, and a genuine smile is filled with kindness, love, and energy that can truly light someone else up. My fourth grade teacher literally said to me, Marley, you come to class and your smile lights up this room every day.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
It lights up, that's what she said. She's like, it lights up my life and this whole classroom every day. I was like, my smile? She's like, yes. Wow. And you're in fourth, you're 10. How old are you when you're in fourth grade? I don't know, 8 to 10 years old.
And
I believed her.
And isn't it beautiful that someone took the time to share that with you and the impact that's made on your life, and now that's the impact that's making on a whole lot of other people's lives?
Yes. So the first thing that I always say is start with a smile. We live in a world where people are afraid to connect with each other. People are on their phones or looking down, even if they're like in the same room. These social media was created, I think, social media to help people connect with each other. And to an extent, I believe it does. And I'm grateful for, social media and the world of opportunities that it offers for us to be able to connect. You probably found me through social media, to be honest. So we have to be grateful, but at the same time, it creates this shield, this fake filter, if you will, that doesn't allow us to really connect with each other. So a smile, right? And you can be the spark and practice performing and receiving smiles, starting with your own, right? So I had a mirror of truth and kindness for a long time. I would put on my mirror, smile. I am kindness. I am beautiful. I am awesome. I am brave. I am all these I am statements, right? I am is said to be the most powerful words, because whatever goes after that is a deep-rooted belief that you can derive power from every day. So I would write all of this stuff on my mirror. So while I'm brushing my teeth in the morning, when I don't look my best, perfect time to practice kindness with yourself. Most people don't really look at themselves in the mirror. They rush and just do whatever they need to do and run away. That was my first practice. Actually look at myself in the mirror and pay attention to my thoughts. And if my thoughts are unkind, like, I am kindness. I am love. I am beautiful. I am enough. I am worthy. Whatever your I am is, practice that every single day and practice smiling at yourself in the mirror. It might be weird, a little weird at first. If you're not used to that, you'll be like, fine. Allow it to be weird. And before you know it, every single time you pass a mirror, which is a lot of times actually in the day, we pass a lot of reflective surfaces, practice giving yourself a little glance and smiling. It is incredibly powerful to do that, because if you can do that, then you can smile at someone else genuinely and actually look at them, smile, and receive their smile. If you can't receive your own smile, you're not really connected to someone else's smile. You're just not, because you don't recognize it in yourself, right? You can only receive what you can give. So give yourself a smile every day, receive it, and try and smile at absolutely everyone that you see. Step number 1, and always just smile. It's a beautiful way. So you asked me for a few. I've got these beautiful cards that I created called I Am Kindness cards. And right when you pop the little box open, what does it say? Can you see it?
Smile.
Right? And it looks like a little smile. It is just the most important, easiest, free. I don't care if you don't have teeth. Your smile is beautiful, and share it, please. Because it's about the energy behind the smile. Okay. And you have a beautiful smile. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. So
I get that's smile muscles.
I know, right? By the end of this interview, my cheeks already hurt. So that's always my first one, is smile yourself and everyone else. This is a good one. Well, they're all good, but this is a good one. So you see that?
Yep. Find opportunities to give compliments.
So compliments, ladies. When someone tells you, I'll use myself an example because we should use ourselves as examples. All my life, I have really curly hair. Yes? Mm-hmm. All of my life, my mother or other people would be like, oh my God, I love your curly hair. My immediate response was, isn't it frizzy? Like, I don't like it. It's so hard to manage. And I love your hair. It's straight. Look how pretty it is. And I can't get it like that. And it takes like 2 hours.
I always wanted curly hair.
I've always wanted straight hair, right? Or someone sees you and you have this beautiful, dress on and you dressed up. You're like, wow, you look really beautiful tonight. Oh, this whole thing. Or like, oh my God, I got it on sale. Or you know what I mean?
Discounting yourself.
Before you can give anyone a genuine compliment, you have to be able to receive compliments. So that was a really big thing. I mean, I practiced this one for a whole year. No lie. I was so bad at this. I would not receive any compliment. And I wasn't even aware of how incredibly unkind it is to not receive someone's compliment. That's someone's genuine gift to you, saying, wow, you look really beautiful today. I love your hair. Thank you. Thank you. I really had to practice that. It's saying shh to everything that my brain wants to say about that, and simply look at that person in their eyes, pause, smile, and say thank you. And it may feel weird at first because your ego, your initial intent, your habit is to knock it down to a level where you feel comfortable receiving it.
Yeah.
So practice giving yourself compliments when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. You're like, yeah, I woke up like this. When you're brushing your teeth, like, it looks nice. Practice it, because it is only until you learn how to receive your own compliments that you can genuinely give them to other people and receive them. I've really worked on that one, and I'm really, really proud of myself to say that absolutely every day I receive compliments, and I am gracefully receiving them. Some are harder to receive than others. Sometimes I still giggle and I'm like, oh, come on now, and I want to like knock it down because I feel uncomfortable. But through practice, that's why it's a practice. Like yoga is a practice, like, mindfulness, it's a practice to receive it. So compliments, super important. So find opportunities to give yourself compliments and give them to other people. This is a good one. So
say yes to the help someone has offered you. Allow others the opportunity to be kind to you.
So, for all the mothers that are watching this, for, the executives, people, why do we find it so difficult to ask for help when we need it, right? We are supposed to be a collaborative society. We are not meant to operate as, individuals. And so many of us have this, pride factor of, I can do it. I'm an ambitious woman. I can do it all myself. And we find it, I don't know if shameful is the right word, to express I need help or to accept the help from other people. And I would challenge that. It is incredibly unkind to not allow other people to help you. We are mankind. We are here to support each other. And it is only in asking for help that you are able to receive any help. It is incredibly humbling to open up and say, hey, I need help. Would you be able to pick up, the kids today, because I've got this really important deadline, and I'd really like to be able to be present and focused so that I could give it my 100%, and allow, your parent or your spouse or your best friend to pick up your kids from school. Why does it have to be, you, if you can just simply ask? Someone will be happy to jump in and feel like they're helping you if you ask. So, those are just a few little ways I can go. There's like 21 double-sided cards, that are meant to spark inspiration. I absolutely love these kindness cards, and they have the hashtag. This is cute, They have the hashtag WePark on them.
Yeah, that's lovely.
WePark is the movement. That's what keeps it moving. It's not my movement. It's never been, a movement. In order to be effective, has to be of the people, and it has to be moving. So WePark is a world where everyone performs acts of random kindness. So it's a movement of we, the people. It's we perform acts of random kindness. So these are meant to spark inspiration. And as people see or perform or observe, take a picture, take a video, and hashtag We Park. Keep that movement going because, like I said, we need more people like you, like everyone watching, that are out living the cause, that are being the spark, that are finding opportunities to smile at others and see how that leaves an impact in their life. I've made a lifelong friend because I smiled at her in the bathroom at an event at a very specific time where she really needed a little spark. It's not about, look at me, I'm such an awesome person because I smiled at her and I made a difference. It's about, hey, look at this. A little smile at the right moment really made a difference. Hashtag We Park. Share that quick story. Give a compliment to someone, record it and be like, hey, beautiful dress. Whatever little thing that you can do your part to share kindness and hashtag We Park, I certainly appreciate it. It is We Park. It is our movement. It's been moving for 7 years. It's going to be moving long after I'm gone from this earth, I hope. And that is only through we, the people out there that are about shining this light and being the spark in this world. So those are a few little ways. I can go on forever with that question.
So where to from here? Where to from here?
So, we start off by saying, the way that I spread this message is as a speaker, as a teacher and a coach, and an event creator. So I create events year round to spread this message. I've created products and services, all to inspire this. But really what I think is going to take us into, our next level, my mission with, or our mission with Park Project is to spread this message worldwide. Right now, I'm based in Miami, Florida. So, in 7 years, we've been able to grow, through South Florida and a few other states. And now, I'm being interviewed from Australia. I'm so excited, which is so awesome. But really we've created a tangible way of tracking acts of kindness. So I know it's a little glary, but I'll share with you. These are called our Spark coins. They are challenge coins. They're in essence tokens of kindness that are meant to pass from person to person. So for the first time, we're going to be able to track and measure the ripple effect of a single act of kindness. Something as simple as a smile, like we were talking about, can really reach the whole world. So these all have a little alphanumeric code on the back. And I'm going to mail one off to you. So I'm going to need your address. You're going to need to hold it for a little while because right now it just works based off zip codes in the continental US. But you'll be my inspiration to get this platform worldwide sooner than later, because you'll be able to track this code on our site and share an act of kindness that either you performed, that you received, or that you observed. And then the challenge is you can't keep it. It's yours forever electronically, but you've got to give it away. Find someone else to pay this forward to, someone that you performed an act of random kindness for, someone did something for you and you want to give it to them as a token of appreciation, or you want to surprise someone with it as a gift. It'll track me and you and the next person and the next person and the next person forever and for all time.
Wow.
And in 5, 10, 20, 30 years, you'll be able to see the ripple effect of your coin. You are always going to be able to log into the platform and see my coins virtually and see where they've traveled, all the stories tied to it. Super, super cool. So this is just in its baby stages. It's just in stage 1 here in the US, but it's growing.
Fantastic. What an awesome initiative, and to be sharing that around the world and to be tracking it, because there's a joy in seeing the impact that you have. We don't do it to get the impact, but when you see it, it just, for me, it warms my heart.
Oh, to receive that joy, to receive the stories, to receive the satisfaction of knowing that by simply you being the spark, not having to do anything or give anything or come up with some big, extravagant, ambitious goal. is simply your being the spark, is simply you being present to those you love, or to yourself first and foremost, so that you can be present with those around you, and thus those people that you work with, the people in traffic. I don't remember the last time I lost my mind driving in traffic. In Miami, traffic is really bad. I don't remember, because that no longer affects me anymore. When you start from the inside out and really focus on being the spark instead of trying to do or have or accomplish, it really makes all the difference. And it could be as simple as performing and receiving kindness absolutely every single day.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Marley, and thanks for sharing that with us. And I believe we've got a couple of lovely gifts for the viewers today.
Yes, so I would love for anyone that's interested in joining my 12 Days of Kindness challenge. You could go to marleyq.com and just enter your email, and you'll receive an email a day from me with a different act of random kindness that you can perform and receive. Remember, you have to perform it and receive it. It's 12 days to kind of jumpstart your spark journey. And for the first 10 people that email me, I'm going to give you my direct email address to me and my team at q@marleyq.com. Easy enough. So q@marleyq.com. Email me, and in the subject put Ambitious Women's Summit. I would love to give you a free 15-minute spark chat. And what is a spark chat? So if anything from this interview today sparked an idea, or you have questions, my name is Marley Q. Q for questions. So if there's a particular ambitious goal or challenge or mindset shift that you're currently trying to work through, or your life that you're trying to transform in some way, anything at all that you would like a little spark of inspiration or to spark you into action, I'm your girl. So the first 10 ambitious women that email me, my team will send you a link to get on my calendar, and we'll schedule a 15-minute spark chat. And it's amazing what we can accomplish in a 15-minute call. I could tell you so many stories, but we don't have that kind of time right now.
Thank you so much, Marley Q, for being with us today and for sharing your kindness and sharing with us about kindness.
Thank you. It is truly the key to healing mankind. I think we need more of it. So thank you so much for your kindness, for everyone watching, giving us your time, your precious time. Remember, this is my experience. So I want to honor everyone that, signed on to view and listen to this summit. It not only proves that you're an ambitious woman, but also somebody that wants to grow and transform and add more to your life and other people. And it really starts with you doing that for yourself. So thank you for putting all of this on. Thank you for finding and reaching out to me. And I hope to be the spark for the viewers watching. Thank you.
Absolutely. So thank you, Marley. Thanks, viewers. And it's been great having you here on The Ambitious Woman. Much love.